What's good, YouTube? This is Shaun Shorty, back at it again with another video. And I know it's been a while since my latest video, but it's because ever since that latest video, the PS5 was about to drop, so I felt like if I was still dropping current gen 2K21 videos instead of the next gen version, then you guys wouldn't be watching. Especially since I don't see myself getting the PS5 anytime soon, I've been thinking about making videos revolving around the NBA. So if you guys think this change of content is a big W and something you guys would enjoy, then go ahead and subscribe, like, and turn post notifications on, as it would motivate me to make more NBA videos. In today's video, I'll be talking about my predictions for the upcoming NBA season, such as potential award winners and the next surprising and disappointing team. This video is actually inspired by a tweet I made last year before last year's NBA season, and I'll put it up on the screen. But looking back at it, there are some controversial things to be said about it, where I had Draymond Green winning the Defensive Player of the Year and Coach Kenny Atkinson winning Coach of the Year. But then there are some predictions I got right, with Giannis winning the MVP and Ja Morant winning Rookie of the Year. But that's enough said for my intro, so let's get right to my predictions for the 2020-2021 NBA season. Starting with the most improved player, this is usually given to a player whose stats have increased from their previous season, and most of the time it's because they're put into a bigger role and are getting more minutes. So with that said, I see SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, winning this award since he fits that whole mold of criteria. With OKC losing CP3, Gallinari, Steven Adams, and Dennis Schroeder, SGA is put into a situation where he has to carry a big offensive load for the Thunder, which will tremendously increase his numbers. Other candidates I have in mind are Michael Porter Jr. and Christian Wood, but the problem is that both of them are surrounded by big-time players that will take away their touches. Even if the Houston Rockets eventually trade away James Harden, I just don't see Wood's stats drastically improve compared to SGA's own. Next is the Coach of the Year award, which I'll talk very briefly about. Some coaches I see winning this award are Steve Kerr, Eric Spoelstra, or Nick Nurse. These coaches are in teams where most people aren't expecting them to be in their top 3 of their conference, and I feel like these coaches can prove those people wrong. My pick for this award would be Steve Kerr, because even with the loss of Klay Thompson, there's still Steph Curry, and with the supporting cast around him still being pretty good, I can see Steve Kerr leading the Warriors to a top 4 seed in the Western Conference, which might be enough for him to win the award. Following the Coach of the Year, we got the Sixth Man of the Year. Predicting this award for me is pretty easy, and I see Lou Williams winning it simply because this award focuses on the stats of players coming off the bench. Last year's top 2 Sixth Man of the Year candidates were Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Schroeder, who are both now in the Los Angeles Lakers, and on top of playing behind LeBron and AD, so their numbers are probably not going to be close compared to last year's season. For Rookie of the Year, this is an award I'm not interested in this year, since this draft class gets talked about as not being very stacked. And for that, I gotta go with the obvious pick, LaMelo Ball. I see LaMelo winning Rookie of the Year for the fact that he's the most hyped up rookie. One thing I see that hinges on his chances of winning the award will be if he can get enough minutes on the court to put up big numbers compared to the other rookies, since Devontae Graham, Terry Rozier, and Gordon Hayward are put into the starting lineup, and that during the preseason, LaMelo was coming off the bench. Next is the Defensive Player Award, and my top 3 candidates who have the highest chances in my opinion are Giannis, AD, or Bam. Out of these 3, I lean towards Giannis, as his impact on the defensive end I see not changing at all, and he will again lead the Bucks to the best defensive rating in the league. Lastly, we have the MVP award. In order to win the MVP award, for me it revolves around 3 categories, which are stats, winning, meaning if that player can lead his team to a top 3 seed, and third, having a narrative on your side. My prediction who wins the MVP this upcoming season is Luka Doncic. Looking at Luka's averages, Last season, he averaged 28.8 points, 9.4 rebounds, and 8.8 assists in his second year. Not only are those stats crazy for a second-year player, but Luka can pretty much average a triple-double later in his career if he continues to improve. With the Dallas Mavericks only acquiring a significant piece in Josh Richardson, I just don't see Richardson taking many touches away from Luka that will hinder his numbers. That being said, Luka is probably going to win the stats category, and I can definitely see him leading the Mavericks to a top 3 seed if he were to improve this season. So that checks off the winning category as well. The category I don't see Luka winning is the narrative one, because I simply don't see a story that could drastically improve his chances of winning MVP as compared with Westbrook's MVP season, where he had the narrative of how will the Oklahoma City Thunder bounce back after the loss of superstar Kevin Durant supporting him. Another good choice would be Giannis, but with him winning back-to-back MVPs, he joined the same realm as LeBron, where we already know what we expect from them, despite putting up great stats and winning a lot, which is simply due to voter fatigue. Now that I got my season award winners out of the way, it's time to predict the surprising and disappointing team, as well as the championship team and the runner-up. A surprising team I see exceeding expectations this upcoming season is probably going to be the Golden State Warriors. After 5 years of going through NBA Finals runs, Curry and Green got their biggest offseason break since the Warriors' record was bad enough to not continue their season in the bubble. Even with the loss of Klay, Curry can prove us wrong and potentially go back to his MVP days and lead the Warriors to a top 4 seed and make a great playoff push. But hey, that's just my take. As for a disappointing team, I will have to go for the Timberwolves for this one, because even with the duo of D'Lo and Karl-Anthony Towns, with Anthony Edwards getting comparisons to Andrew Wiggins, it's not enough for me to where they can improve a lot last season while competing for playoff contention, especially in the Western Conference this year. Finally is my prediction on which team will be crowned champion in the 2020-2021 NBA season. For this, I'm going to have to go with the Milwaukee Bucks, because I think this will be Giannis' year where he will not disappoint in having another short playoff run. I think the replacement of Bledsoe with Jrue Holiday boosts the Bucks' chances of even more, and if Budenholzer were to add some things around their offensive scheme, then they certainly have a shot at the title. If not the Bucks, then my runner-up would be the Lakers, and without explaining in detail, they pretty much kept the same roster, who added the top 2 Six-Man of the Year candidates from last season, and still had the best duo of the league in LeBron and AD. So these were my predictions, guys, and if you feel like I'm wrong on these predictions, then let me know what your predictions are down in the comment section below, or what your takes are for the new NBA season coming up. But again, man, if you guys would enjoy NBA videos like this, then make sure to thumbs up the video and subscribe to my channel for more content on the way. This is Shaun, and I'm out. Shoot.